Hello, everyone. Welcome to The Strength of a Woman. My name is Jenny. So, I'm here to introduce this brand new segment to us. Um, I have a women ministry, and I wanted to do it on YouTube as a separate thing, but I can't run my Kindle channel and also do the women ministry, differently. So everything is going to be combined under one umbrella called the JSP Ambiance Luxury Candle. So these are segments that we're going to be having here, like the way we introduce the segment with at the table with Jake on Monday. So we want to feed, it's a whole package. We want to feed the children, we want to feed the women, we want to also feed our men, we want to feed everybody. It's a whole package that we're trying to establish it. So welcome on board, and stay tuned because it's gonna be power packed and it's gonna be very, very exciting. So this is just an introduction of what you're gonna be expecting from The Strength of a Woman, like the t-shirt says. I know some people will say, "Oh, Jane, I never went through hell." Some people will say, "Oh, I don't know anybody who has gone through hell." Let me tell you, I went through hell. I was at the hottest, or in the hottest part of hell, and God took me out. God plucked me out before the devil knew I was in hell. So I'm not one of those who's going to stand before you or sit before you to say, "I never went through hell. I don't know anybody who went through hell." If you never went through hell, good for you. I am happy for you. Maybe I'm even jealous of you that you never went through hell. But maybe this channel is not for you. If you never went through hell, maybe this channel is not for you. Maybe you want to unsubscribe. But for those people who have gone through hell, those people who are trying to make it in life, those people who need an encouragement, like the way I got encouragement from other women, you're welcome on board. Welcome on board. This channel is for you. We are here to encourage women. We are here to even encourage men also. It's not just women. We are here to encourage anybody who needs encouragement. The Bible says, "Even though I walk through the valley of shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For thou with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies." It says, "My cup runneth over." It says, "Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me." So even though I walk through the valley of shadow of death, God's goodness and mercy is waiting for me at the other side. The children are acting up. There is goodness and mercy waiting at the other side. The bills are not paid. There is goodness and mercy waiting at the other side. There is tumor in the stomach. There is goodness and mercy waiting at the other side. The rent is not being paid. There is goodness and mercy waiting. The children are on drugs. There is goodness and mercy waiting at the other side. No wonder the Bible says, "Rejoice not over me, all my enemies. If I fall, I will rise again. If I sit in darkness, the Lord shall be a light unto me." There are people you don't touch in life. There are people who are called God's apple, the apple of God's eyes. You can't touch them in life. You can try, but you can't touch them because they are loved by God. Aren't you glad that the devil can only fight, but he can't touch you because you are the beloved of the Lord? You are the apple of God's eyes. So don't tell me what God can do and what God cannot do. Don't tell me you never went through hell. If you haven't gone through hell, maybe you were born with a silver spoon. If you haven't gone through hell, maybe you were born with a golden spoon. But guess what? Some of us were born with a wooden spoon. And even some of us were not born with any spoon at all. You know what we do? We make use of what life avails us. We make use of what is available. That is why I'm passionate about talking to women, because once upon a time I was homeless. Once upon a time I was told my body parts was not good for anybody. Once upon a time I was told that I was fat. But guess what? That was what I was told. That wasn't my reality. That wasn't who I am. The Bible says, I know that my Redeemer liveth. I know whom I believed. That's not who I am. What they called me is not who I am. I don't look like what they said about me. So don't tell me what God can do and what God cannot do. Sometimes where the limitation that we have is the one we set for ourselves. That's one that we have. The limitations that we set for ourselves is the one that's what we can achieve some things, because we set those limitations for ourselves. So I'm here to encourage you, no matter what you're going through, no matter how dark it is, no matter how heavy it seems to be, that there's light at the end of the tunnel. Paul said, I know whom I believed. I know whom I believe, that he is able, God is able to take you out. You are a man going through hell. Because we can't just sit there and say, oh, only women go through hell. Men go through hell too. I know when I went through my hell, and I know a lot of men that are going through hell too. I know a lot of women that are going through hell. I remember when I was homeless, it was somebody that God used to get me an apartment. I remember when everything was stripped off of me. I remember my customers bringing clothes, taking us food shopping, and taking us grocery shopping. I remember this night. It was a day before Thanksgiving. You know how you go to the store to just go buy one thing? Women will never go to the store to just buy one thing. I went to the grocery store to go buy, I wanted to buy little chicken and a few things so I can cook Thanksgiving. Mind you, we take 2 buses and a train to my apartment because I wasn't driving then. When I came out of the grocery store, guess how many bags I had? I had about 20 bags in my hands. And when I got to the store, I didn't know how I was going to carry all of this stuff home. Somebody might be like, yeah, Miss Jane, you should have taken a cab. I don't know why it didn't occur to me, or maybe I called cabs and none of them showed up. So I closed at 7. I closed at 8 o'clock. By 7:30, I'm sorry, I'm going to call her name, Miss Kim showed up at the door. I was like, Miss Kim, what are you doing here? She said, are you ready to be picked up? I'm here to take you home. I said, how do you know I needed a ride? She said, when she was taking a nap, and somebody came to her dream, told her to wake up from her sleep, that she should go to my store and take me home, that I need a ride home. When she told me this, I went to the bathroom. I went to the back of my store. I went to the bathroom and I started crying. The song that came to my mind, the song that came to my head, the song that came to my whole being was, He knows my name. He knows my every thought. He sees each tear that falls and hears me when I call. He hears me when I call. He knows us by our names. He sees each tear that falls, and he will hear when we call upon him. That's why I am passionate when it comes to women. I am passionate. I always tell women, from nowhere to something, tell me if it's not God. Tell me being in the poorest part of hell. Tell me being homeless to having your own home. Tell me if it's not, if that is not God. So I'm not gonna come here to tell you stories that are not within my experience. I'm not here to tell you stories that I haven't lived for. I haven't lived. Paul said, that which you have heard, that which you have handled will testify unto you. That which I have happened to me, that which I have gone through, that's why I'm here to testify. That's why I'm here to use to uplift other women, to tell them that even though you walk through the valley of shadow of death, you should fear no evil, for he is with you. His rod and his staff, they comfort you. There is goodness and mercy waiting for you at the other side. So come on board. And if you haven't gone through anything in life, good for you. I am happy for you. But a lot of us that have gone through stuff, this is why I created this channel, to encourage us, to encourage one another, to encourage each other. The Bible says, iron sharpeneth iron, so does a man sharpen the countenance of his friend. So we are here to sharpen each other. We are here to sharpen one another. And we're going to be bringing professionals. We're going to be bringing doctors. We're going to be bringing lawyers. We're going to be bringing nurses. We're going to be bringing marketers. We're going to be bringing other women of influence to come talk to us, because I can only speak. I can't talk about women parts. I can't talk about women body. I can't talk about laws. I can only talk and run my mouth. That's what we're going to be doing in this channel, on this channel, to bring people to talk to us and also make it a family oriented so we can also talk to our children. And we have a lot of topics lined up for you. One of the topics, I have a few of them written down, is why a woman can't have multiple men. Why a woman can't have multiple men, and how women go through. I have women education ends in kitchen. Have you heard of that before, where they say women's education ends in kitchen? We're going to be talking about that. Let's see if they are right or they are wrong. The cry of my sister, the influence of a woman. Don't be mad at life. Woman, don't be mad at life. Learn to say no to people, because sometimes you have to learn how to say no to people, turning your weakness to strength. We're going to be talking about abortion, incest, and rape. And we're going to be talking about helping our children to succeed in life. We're going to be talking about family generational curses, breaking generational curses, bringing generational wealth, blessings on our children, and children learning how to honor their parents. We have a whole line of topic. So welcome on board. This is the strength of a woman. This is a strength of a woman. We're gonna be talking and be having fun on this channel. So stay tuned, and if you have any comments, if you have anything that you want us to discuss about, you want us to talk about, please do not hesitate to let me know. Write down in the comment section, and let's see how we can keep this ball rolling. Until we meet again, remember, ladies and gentlemen, the Lord is the strength of a woman. Bye, until I see you next time.